that we need to make up for. But I'm going to do it through work, not through charity. And I'm going to do it through ingenuity. And I'm going to do it through technology. And then we're going to combine the life insurance, maybe with some health insurance, some cryptocurrency, and real estate. And then when I say people, I want to have high morale. Because what I found is no matter where you're at, whether you're in an organization, a learning institution, or in your neighborhood, the best environments have a higher morale.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Y'all know what I'm going to say. I'm excited to be here. My guests and got me fired up. I don't know, they always get me fired up like at the end, right before we about to press record. And this guy, man, listen, I'm just going to throw it out here so our tech teams have it. Listen, I don't know, man. This may be the billionaire that never was, man. Or yet, if I can just put that on it, because this guy, listen, he's focused. He knows what he's doing. He's all about people in profit, right? Yes, you want to make a profit, but he's not going to do that at the expense of not respecting and valuing people. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about what he do for people. I'm excited about the services that he have. And so I just want to introduce you guys to Mr. Charles Becoat. Mr. Charles, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir? Nice to meet you again, Quentin.
Absolutely, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to get to talk to you, bro. And I'll be honest with you, man, I am excited about you taking us into your world, right? Allowing us to see things through your lens, through your perspective. I don't care how many people are in the same fields, do similar things. There's always that unique perspective. From talking to you, man, you're about to bring us with a unique perspective. And so I'll be honest, man, I want to dive in. I want you to take us into your world. Let us know what it is that you're focused on these days. If you want to tell us how you got started, I'm cool with that as well. And then also tell them what markets you're operating in. But man, just immerse us into your world, man.
Well, basically, long story short, I always had an interest in real estate and insurance from a young age. And I dibbled and dabbled in it in different cities: Chicago, New York, Atlanta. My mom always had an interest in real estate prior to her passing. But of course, she had problems being a single woman trying to do it and also being handicapped. So I had to go to a lot of different properties to inspect them with her. And then she would buy properties and had to deal with tenants and stuff like that. It kind of turned me off to the business, because I had to learn that like picking a tenant is a skill, just like picking a property, right? And so as I got older, I just steadily gravitated towards it. But I felt like I was only doing it on a micro scale, which is buying one property, two properties, or working for people who only had 10 properties, maybe 15 properties. And then once I moved to New York, I started seeing a different side of the business where people would have maybe 100 properties, 500 properties. And I started to say I wanted to do it on that scale: 500 properties, 1,000 properties, or maybe even 5,000 doors, right? And then I started saying I want to do it across different sectors: medical, hospitality, commercial, residential. But then at the same time, I'm getting older, I'm having children, life is lifing, right? And to be honest, like I wanted to generate and start my own REIT and my own fund. But at the same time, I needed to find people who I can collaborate with to help me do that. So finding the right assistants, finding the right partners, being able to raise capital, and then scaling this situation out to where I can put it on the stock market, right? Like one of my idols or one of the people I looked up to or looked into was Sam Zell. Like I stayed in the property when I was in my early 20s in Sandy Springs, Georgia, right? It was owned by Equity Residential. And then I came to Chicago. My mom stayed in the property owned by Equity Residential. And I was like, wait a minute, man, this company's all over. And come to
Yeah.
find out, there was one guy who owned that company. So I was like, how can I be like him one day? And then start kind of making certain moves to go in that direction and doing research.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
To raise that amount of capital, and be from a certain culture and background, and then have dreams to like have a company with, you know, 10 billion worth of assets under management or more, and have your company on the stock market, and have a little bit of ADHD.
Uh-huh.
So you're
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
find the people around you who don't have it, and then you guys kind of combine those personalities for a bigger goal without anybody feeling used or taken advantage of. And that's where you learn about shares. That's where you learn about partnership agreements. And then once I started studying the market even more over the last year or two, started finding out that most life insurance companies are the ones who's funding some of these deals.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, I started my own life insurance startup with the goal of the life insurance company investing in buying real estate, not just for myself and my company, but to lend it to others in the community, or others, who want to take advantage of certain opportunities that we looking at are like underserved in certain markets, like grocery stores, healthcare clinics, medical centers, you got food droughts, you got medical droughts, and then you just got certain areas that don't even have a smoothie place, right? So as we were talking about health earlier, like when I say people and profits, it's like there's a way to serve the people and still make profit, which is you identify these areas that needs particular things and then demand is there. And if the demand is there, you have the volume. If you have the volume, you're either gonna make money per unit, profit per unit, or you're gonna make money off the value. So value helps in two ways. That's what Target lost. They lost volume when we stopped going because of certain issues that we had, right? And then I took a class at Harvard Business School for my life insurance startup. They paid for half of it. I thought they should have paid for the whole thing.
Of
no,
course.
and I was in there. I was the only, brother in there amongst 60 people. And I enjoyed it. And I think they had a great time with me. And they had $80 million in their DEI fund. So I'm figuring, hey, I got an insurance company that's trying to offer these insurance policies, to, a market that's underinsured. And then we're going to invest in real estate. So I gave a great presentation. They did a case study on my company, a mini case study. But then, kind of took the wind out of my sails when they were like, hey, we would invest in you, but, our $80 million DEI fund is being dissolved because, the DEI is coming under a lot of pressure right now, a lot of scrutiny. And I was like, well, this isn't just DEI. Like, I'm a competent founder with a great plan that's going to make profit. So I don't give a damn what fund you guys take it from. It could
Yeah.
be the main one, the endowment fund, the D. I don't care because this is just a good business model. And on top of that, it's helping the existential problem in society. So you
Yeah.
say that you guys want to help, right? Which
Yeah.
is, it takes a guy with balls, it takes a guy with vision, to say I'm building this company out from the beginning to be $1 billion company. And I'm coming to the best institution, or supposedly the best institution in the world, to get my initial funding because you guys profited off certain things in the past, right? That we need to make up for.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
But I'm going to do it through work, not through charity. And I'm going to do it through ingenuity. And I'm going to do it through technology. And then we're going to combine the life insurance, maybe with some health insurance, some cryptocurrency, and real estate. And then when I say people, I want to have high morale. Because what I found is no matter where you're at, whether you're in an organization, a learning institution, or in your neighborhood, the best environments have a higher morale.
Yeah.
Right? And the better the morale, the better people operate. You know what I mean? And so I was even looking up the guy who was the founder of FedEx. He died a few months ago. At one point, he had 500,000 employees, right? Now, I don't know any of us that had a company that had 500,000 employees, but I would like to try to possibly even reach 1/10 of that goal. Imagine, a company having 50,000 employees. They just laid off, 300,000 Black women, or they just laid off all these people from the government. It's a freeze, all these people with all this experience. Imagine if I had a company that was that big that can pay them. I can say, hey, I got something for you over here. I'm trying to scale out this life insurance company, this real estate company, and maybe health insurance in there, depending on the actuary tables and stuff like that. So when I say the billionaire that never was, it's like I'm trying to rise to a level and on the playing field that there's very few of people like me in that playing field. And then there are some of us who's ready for it, but then you got to weed through the labyrinth of certain psychological issues and pathologies to find the people that's ready to go.
Yeah.
And be responsible professionally. And then on top of that, we've seen lately that you have to be responsible personally too. They get you from all angles. It's like,
Yes, sir.
it's either the corporate irresponsibility or the personal irresponsibility. And you gotta, you gotta stay level-headed, and you gotta stay focused, and you gotta be balanced, and you gotta kind of, whatever your core value are, whether it's Buddhism or Christianity or just being Zen.
Yeah.
And go to therapy.
Yeah. Come on.
Like, I think all my employees gonna be required to go to therapy. Or you're gonna have to show me you went in the past and hold me to the same standard. So, one thing I did learn in business school, even though I didn't finish this particular business school, which was at DePaul, was everything has to be qualified or quantified, or everything has to be quantified or qualified. Great principle. And that's people and profits. So I can talk all day, man. So you cut me off and ask some questions.
Listen, I got you, man. Listen. But you dropping gems, man. I'm taking notes. Like, the better the morale, the better the people operate. Like,
right. And unfortunately, finances are attached to morale, but it's not the only factor.
Yep.
The morale has to be a thought process, a certain spirit within the environment, a certain thought process, a certain understanding, and be honest, a certain level of intellect and respect for people.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Like, where are you from?
I'm from born and raised in West Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, Baltimore.
So when you started talking about that Smoothie King, you literally took me back to me being at my childhood home, wanting a
Yeah.
smoothie and having to travel like 20 minutes to go get one. 'Cause I'm like, yo, hey, no smoothie like near me?
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
you
So my
took me back.
company, what we'll do, we'll come in there and we'll say, hey, we're gonna put one in here tomorrow. Let's talk to the mayor, the city councilman, the ombudsman, or whoever it is we gotta talk to, and give me one of these dilapidated properties. Let's fix it up and put one in there tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, I got you. Yeah,
And so what I
yeah,
did was I met some people from franchise marketing systems, and I created a relationship with them to where I did help some dudes in Atlanta who have a Paradise Smoothie. They have like 3 or 4 locations around the city. I helped them become a franchise. So, if my company got the investment, then we could turn around and reinvest in other Paradise Smoothie franchises around the country, in Baltimore too.
yeah, yeah,
Train
yeah.
managers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Invest in the location,
Mm-hmm.
put them right in there, get them approved to take food stamps because it's raw food. And
Yeah,
then I also helped create a OBGYN franchise through a connection I had before. I'm not going to speak on it too much, but
gotcha.
this medical care, healthy food, real
Yeah,
estate,
come on.
combine that with some life insurance, and we have an
Mhm.
ecosystem.
There
We
you
have
go.
infrastructure. And if we
Mhm.
without an ecosystem, without infrastructure, and without intentional behavior, you have what you talked about earlier, the SWOT analysis. What's our strengths? What's our weaknesses? What's our opportunities? And what's our threats? I did it. I just need some investors.
Yeah,
I need some collaborators.
yeah.
I need some administrators,
Mhm.
and I need some
Mhm.
people. I need a board.
Yeah. Man, I see, I hear you, bro. I want to synthesize this thought because I hear you. I hear what you're trying to do. I hear,
Right.
man, look, you talk about trading on the stock market, 1 billion in assets, the ecosystem. So let me ask you flat out. So to synthesize this thought for
Or
our
more than 1
viewers.
billion. It could be 10 billion.
Listen, I hear you, bro. Listen, the sky's the limit. So let me ask
Yeah.
you. So we
It
here.
could be
What
multinational.
I hear you, bro. So what do you want to focus on scaling or solving next? Like what's the next real goal for what you're
I
doing?
need to raise capital for this fund I'm trying to start. That's my
Gotcha.
goal.
Gotcha.
Be across
Gotcha.
different sectors:
Gotcha.
medical, hospitality, multifamily, commercial, and like I said, it can even be international. Everybody talking about doing stuff in Ghana, Senegal, Guinea, Benin, Kenya, wherever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not
No, man.
just America,
We're talking
Jamaica.
international. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you
Yes,
know,
sir. Yes, sir. No, I hear you, man. Raising the capital, and that's going to take relationships. That's going to take
right.
building partnerships. So let me ask you this: I want to hear your feeling when it comes to relationships. So when it comes to relationships and building your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
Well, I do really well in the beginning building the relationships, but I think what is I try to push people to what I spoke about. It's like, hey, we talked about doing this big macroeconomic or macroeconomic, situation. Now let's get started on it,
Let's go.
right?
Right.
And then sometimes it's like, I understand, bro. Listen, like when you think your failure could be predetermined or predisposition because of, racial stuff or lack of resources. It might not even be racial. It might be lack of resources. It could be both. And to get your hopes up, even though the opportunity's there, because you've seen other people do it all the time. But why can't we do it appropriately? And then I'm going to be transparent about accounting, transparent about, where everything is going because there's going to be a third party involved. It ain't going to just me. I don't want 100% autonomy.
Got you.
No, I want critical thinkers around me who are going to challenge me and I challenge them. And like I said, we're going to qualify and quantify everything. So there's third party administrators that, you know, accounting firms and stuff like that keep everybody honest. And that keeps the morale up. Because anybody wants 100% autonomy, most of the time, those are people who are going to do something to the morale. And then everything starts to fizzle out from there.
I love it. I think that word morale, I don't think I've been doing a podcasting a lot. That word hasn't come up a lot, that specific word. I mean, I feel the morale, I feel the honesty, I feel the authenticity, but that word morale, that really drives at home because I just go back to your quote, man. The better the morale, the better the people operate. And I think that's 100% correct, man.
I mean, just
100%
think
correct.
about it, right? Now, if you look at Chick-fil-A versus, I'm going to say, any other food chain, I'm not going to mention
Yeah, I was about to say, man, no, if we got some, we might go with some sponsorship. Don't
So I ain't
You
gonna
a
burn
wise
it up,
look,
man. I'm just
you a
saying.
wise man, bro. You wise,
Yeah.
brother.
We just look at Chick-fil-A. You going there?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's how you want it to be, you know?
yeah. Yeah,
You
no
know,
doubt.
there's other examples, but even with the smoothie locations, like I went to this place in Panama City called Playa Bowls, and I was like,
Mm,
man, how these
mm,
dudes expanding like 200 locations in like
come
8
on.
to 10 years? You know,
Yeah,
we need to be doing that. We need to
yeah,
be expanding the, blitz scaling locations
yeah,
appropriately though. Appropriately,
yeah,
blitz scaling locations. So,
yeah,
we kind of working on it, and it's a work in progress. But I just think what I had to do is doing this podcast, this real estate podcast specifically, is reach out, to a broader audience than I've been doing. Cause like my online marketing is not up to par where it kind of needs to be.
yeah.
And
Gotcha.
I think that's about to have to change because it also affects stuff in your personal life too. When like you expect it or you want to be this high achiever, but then
Yeah,
you're still missing these little. It's like one or two things stopping you. Like I'm working on this 200-acre deal, it's like 180 houses, and I got the guys approved for like 40 million, and then we get them approved, and I'm telling people around me, specifically like friends and family and stuff like that, and then the bank comes with something that puts like another goal, like moving the goalposts.
little post. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Because it's like I was right there, and then that's gonna fund other stuff. So then, I have to go and solve that problem, but it takes more time. And then that's affecting the morale. That's affecting your credit. That's affecting personal relationships, fatherhood. Because it's like, I'm right there on the cusp, and you got people believing you, and then boom, to take the wind out your sails, and then now you have to go do something that's more microeconomic
yeah,
to, just get things going on a daily basis.
yeah, yeah,
Right. But it takes time and research and effort to even get to the point to do the bigger stuff. So that's what you're spending your time on. That's why when you have a startup, most VCs say they want you to focus only on that startup, and they're invested in you and giving you money to live off of and money to invest in the company. So you can just focus on that.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen, man, you dropped nugget after nugget after nugget. I appreciate you so much, man. Listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to
Mhm.
reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate, you thrown that word out, collaborate with
Yeah.
you, how can they reach out to you, sir?
Well, first, I'm looking for investors, accredited investors, right? Secondly, I'm looking for collaborators, which could be administrative people, assistants who are familiar with the area of real estate. And then you're looking for people to be on your board. And then I'm also looking for clients because I also help investors get financing on real estate deals. But the fund is the most important thing right now. But that'll help me invest in the fund. So if they want to reach me, I'm going to do like Mike Jones. Call me at 347-670-3566. I prefer you text because that's my Google Voice number. So it's going to be a lot of, you know, at the same time, depending on where I am. But 347-670-3566. Text me on that number.
Yeah. Man, I love it. You know, everybody ain't gonna get that Mike Jones reference, but I appreciate you putting it up there, though. And I appreciate you putting
Yeah.
your info up there. But listen,
810-344. Yeah, Mike Jones was a genius with that
Mike
back in the day.
Jones. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Listen,
yeah.
man, Mr. Charles, man, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate your time, your story. Definitely your unique perspective. I'm even gonna say like your unique, fresh perspective. And so, man, I appreciate you being on this podcast, on this platform, and sharing your experience, man. I appreciate you so much.
You can also find me on LinkedIn,
Okay.
you
There
know,
you go. Just under the name Charles Becoat
Charles
on
Becoat
LinkedIn.
II. I try to
There you go,
distinguish
Charles Becoat
myself from
II.
my dad. He was an 80s truck driver. He's a wild guy. Somebody might try and look me up and find him. But there's another
I've
guy
been
who's the head
looking.
of the
I've
FDA.
been looking
There's
for
another
you.
guy. Well, there's another guy with the head of the FDA, though. So it was like, depending on who they find.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Been looking
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, so they can find me on LinkedIn, Charles Becoat II. They can find me at my number 347-670-3566. Name of my company is Telomere Capital and Consulting. And so, those are the avenues that I prefer to be reached out from because it's easier for me to kind of cross-reference and index the
Yeah, yeah,
contacts from there.
yeah, yeah. Well, there he is, y'all, Mr. Charles Becoat II. Man, thank you
Yeah.
again, sir.
The
Appreciate you
billionaire
coming
that never
through.
was, but maybe will be.
There, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It
We gonna
might,
claim it.
yeah.
We
So,
talking it up right now. Yeah,
yeah, talking to Baltimore,
there you
Baltimore
go.
guys, they about their money too.
You already know.
You know
You
what?
already
One of my
know.
favorite. Hey, listen, before we leave, I cannot go without not mentioning this. Now, the main guy that I did not mention is from Baltimore.
Hmm.
Now, the main guy who I don't want to say I'm chasing him because that was 35 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my muse.
Mm,
He's the billionaire, Beatrice Foods.
mm,
Got admitted to Harvard without even the application, just from being a hard worker.
mm.
His name is Reginald Lewis.
Oh, come on. Let's go. Yes,
That's a
sir.
Baltimore guy, so I might have to link up with some guys from Baltimore,
Let's
man,
go.
because the city
There you
needs
go.
help, and the cities are known for being about money and having businesses, and has a rich history. You know
Yeah,
what they call them, Charm
absolutely.
City.
Charm City, baby. You
Charm
got it.
City. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Reginald Lewis.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I like
Oh
good
man, that's
cigars like
yeah.
he did too.
Yeah, oh man, listen. See, that's the way you close out a show. When you rep
Yeah,
my town, when you rep people from
let's
my city,
go.
that's how you close out a show,
I'm
man.
coming to
So
Baltimore. I want to meet the mayor.
let's listen. Let's go. Listen.
Yeah, I
Let's
want some
listen.
crab. I want some blue crab. How you say
Yeah,
blue?
right.
Blue crab cube.
Yeah, you go.
I'm coming to
Yeah.
Baltimore.
I love
Let's
it,
make something
man.
happen.
Let's go. Listen, we're gonna talk for sure. But listen, man,
Right,
thank
and
you
it's a
so much
tax
for being
write-off.
here, bro.
Let's do it.
See, you ain't said nothing but a word. Give me them scripts, them
Yeah,
scallops,
you
sea
guys have
bass,
the most unique
snapper.
accent, in the world.
Yeah, we do.
So
I was in
there has
I
to
was
be
in
some.
Mexico. I was in Mexico and somebody
I'm
pointed me
talking
out.
about
So
domestically. The
yeah.
United
But
States.
I'm just saying, like wherever
Yeah,
I go, people they can see the Baltimore accent. And I was just saying,
yeah,
I was in
Baltimore, man.
Mexico and they was
Yeah.
like, I know where you're from. You're from Baltimore, ain't you? And I'm like, I'm already in
Yeah,
Mexico.
and
You
I
can
met
tell me
some
that.
I met some cool chicks from Baltimore before. They always dress real eclectic and individual. You know what I
See, man,
mean?
when you,
Like
Mr.
I'm from
Charles, where you
Chicago. I
taking this
lived in New York.
podcast,
I lived
bro?
in Atlanta. But Baltimore people, or at least the women I've met, have the most unique kind of punk rock style of. I don't know. It's just
Absolutely.
their own swag. Their own swag.
Listen, man,
So I
I
don't
don't
have
know
no
where you
issues with
taking this
Baltimore.
podcast. I'm going to go ahead and sign us off.
No, I'm just saying.
We
I
about to go,
mean,
but no, I feel
I
you.
want to
No,
come to
I feel you.
Baltimore.
Absolutely. You ain't
I
said
met
nothing
a
but a
lot of
word.
people from there, but I never been there. So I'm like, they always been mad cool.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yes,
Absolutely.
it's opportunity there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ton of opportunity. Well, listen, man,
Yeah.
let me do this official sign off, man.
Okay.
Everyone, listen, y'all heard my man. He's giving you great value, great nuggets. He done rep my city. I appreciate him coming through. But y'all know what I'm going to say. If you found value out of this episode, you have to make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss out on these conversations. So, Mr. Charles, I thank you again. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.